Hello guys, post-match analysis. Um, Real Madrid 3, Atletico de Madrid 2. On a serious note, Atletico de Madrid is a is a duplicate of Arsenal actually. Okay, duplicate of Arsenal. What do I mean? Those are clubs that don't know how to withstand pressure. Okay, they don't know, they don't understand how to withstand pressure. Because explain to me how you guys would take on the lead, cause a funny penalty, they get an equalizer, they score again. You still equalize and they still manage to have the winning goal. That's very, very funny. Now, personally, the lineup of Atletico Madrid was what I expected. That of Real Madrid was also what I expected. Okay. The match started equitable. It was a match of two ends. I loved the football match. Me as a neutral fan, even though I was hate watching, I loved the match because it was a match of two ends. Okay, two attacking teams. Nobody was ready to sit back. No, Atletico Madrid came all out to press Real Madrid. Okay, high. Okay, but now after some time, I they realized that Real Madrid also came out, and Real Madrid they were more furious and more serious in what they were doing. Okay, so I think that scared Atletico de Madrid, and after I think 20 to 25 minutes, they started playing a low block. In fact, they started playing the Atletico Madrid football that we know, low block and counter. Okay, and it worked. It worked because that was where their first goal came from, where they got the ball, they had to cross it to Ademola Lookman, my Nigerian brother. Okay, he gave Carvajal one hell of a match, man. He gave Carvajal the piece of his mind. Like Carvajal, okay, so he had a good game. He took on that guy, and when he got the ball, he did not go directly to go and dribble. He waited for Ruggeri to come to double up. Okay, to double up, and that's where I asked the question: where was the Real Madrid defense? Because Ademola took the ball, the Real Madrid defense was out of place. When he was waiting for Ruggeri to get a good position, Real Madrid defense was still out of place. How come? How come? Okay, and that is just a clear sign to tell us that what Real Madrid is not really the best. They are not really back to their best attack, to their best football like we think. Just that teams that are playing them, I don't know, they are not just attentive enough to exploit their weaknesses. Okay, the same thing happened against Manchester City. The same thing happened against Atletico de Madrid. Because against teams that will fire on all cylinders, those mistakes are not going to be forgiven. Okay, that I believe they are not going to be forgiven. Ademola Lookman had to wait for Ruggeri to come in. Okay, Ruggeri doubled up. He gave him the pass. Ruggeri still had the time to cross. Giuliano Simeone, okay, still had the time to do the talonat. That Lookman took it again and scored. So I mean, that was a very beautiful piece of play there from the Atletico Madrid team. Okay, I really love that action. Okay, I loved it. Now, after I saw first half 1-0, I thought Atletico Madrid were going to go to who we know them to be. Okay, defend. Atletico Madrid can defend a 1-0 lead. I don't know what happened. But Real Madrid will always be Madrid. Okay, when I saw Atletico Madrid going back, trying to contain. They were trying to contain. They were trying to contain during the second half. And I saw Brahim Diaz, okay, entering in the box. I just knew that somebody was going to fall for a mistake from Real Madrid. Okay, somebody was going to fall for a mistake. Somebody was going to make a mistake against Real Madrid players, and obviously, when I saw Brahim Diaz doing that, those his small legs, When I saw him doing all those stuff, I knew that somebody was going to fall for a mistake. Obviously, somebody fought Hanko. Tu te jettes sur lui. Il est sur la ligne. He's already on the line. There's nothing he would do. There is nothing he could do again. Okay, there's absolutely nothing Brahim Diaz could do at that point in time. Tu pars, you went and placed your leg. What for? There was actually no need. Okay, there was no need, but okay, we know a mistake will always come. We know a goal always come from a mistake. Obviously, penalty. Vinicius Junior took the penalty, and wow, he slapped in that penalty. Like it's like he does not want all this. He didn't play down the shows. Okay, he felt like grimace, those small styles that he do for penalty. Now he shoots. He does not want to hear anything. It was a beautiful penalty. Personally, I like the penalty. It was nice. He shot it. He didn't wanted to hear anything. Scored 1-1. Okay. Just some few minutes later, I saw there were some changes. Jimenez came in. Some few Molina came in. Who came in there? But there is some substitution. I thought, okay, they are going to Atletico Madrid are going to either maintain the score or even score. Okay, what happened? One funny mistake from Jimenez. Okay, one funny mistake where he gave a wrong back pass. Somebody who gave him a wrong back pass also. Some kind of one funny mistake. When he even ran towards the ball, Valverde was coming. Jimenez got to that ball before Valverde. I don't know why he got scared. I don't know whether it's because he's Uruguayan and Valverde too is Uruguayan, and I think Valverde is the captain of the Uruguayan team. Maybe he got scared not to injure his captain also because I mean put Rudiger in that position where Rudiger got to a ball before an attacker. Rudiger was not going to. We're not going to be here saying all what we're saying. Rudiger was never going to spare that attacker. He will kick the ball, kick the attacker, kick the grass. He will kick everything kickable. When Jimenez, I don't know what happened. Valverde, as courageous as he was, he had to put his leg, push the ball. Okay, and as he pushed the ball, he already took an advantage before every other attacker that was before any other defender that was there, and anything you do to him at that point in time is a red card and a penalty, obviously. So he was already too late, and he scored his goal, and somehow Molina came back. That goal was one hell of a shot. Like I think that goal should be the best goal of that match personally. Okay, I know Vinicius' third goal was the Real Madrid third goal, which is Vinicius' second goal was very good, but Molina's goal was so good. Okay, he scored, and I thought they were going to maybe keep it at 2-2, but somehow Vinicius on that ball, Baina, I cannot blame Baina that much because Baina is not a defender. He was not that close to Vinicius to close him down. So the small space and time that he gave Vinicius had to score. It is what it is actually. Okay, it's actually what it is. So the match ended at a 3-2. Okay, in favor of Real Madrid. Okay, the score. So the difference of points between the Real Madrid and us is still stays at 4 points, and I believe they are going to maintain that suspense till the next El Clasico. Okay, now there are two incidents or three incidents that happened in the match that calls for attention. First is a situation where I think it was Cavajal that had a very dangerous tackle on Lorente. He's very lucky. He's very lucky the VAR did not call back, and I'm even sure the VAR did not call back because Lorente, Cavajal touched him after Lorente had already kick the ball. Okay, but the way Lorente fell, I mean, he fell so badly, and I even think after that fall, they gave him sugar, they gave him stuff to pull remonte because he fell very badly. Okay, that situation deserves a card or deserves a warning at least. Okay, and now the obvious situation was the red card on Federico Valverde. Okay, personally, I will not give a red card for that situation. I believe that situation is a yellow card. But we have to understand that there are also circumstances that referees who are human beings, and there are circumstances that we might not understand, or we just have to understand. Valverde is a natural enemy to Bina. For those that know the story, I don't want to narrate it here because it's not something good to talk about. But those that don't know should go and find out. It's a natural enemy to Bina. Okay, they have a problem since way back when Bina was here at Villarreal. Okay, so when the referee saw Bina, saw Valverde and saw the tackle, he saw it as a reglement de compte that Valverde did to revenge or to have a revenge against Bina. I think that was what led to the red card. I think it should be 3 matches or 2 matches. I don't know whether they'll appeal, but Madrid is Madrid. They might appeal. So I wouldn't have given red card for that action, okay. But I believe it's also due to the circumstances surrounding the action and the persons involved in the action that led to that red card. So, in summary, nice match from Real Madrid, nice match too from Atletico Madrid, but Real Madrid carried the day and carried the Madrid derby. Atletico Madrid will always be Atletico Madrid. They are a duplicate to Arsenal. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Okay, please like, okay, comment, okay, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, please. I have a lot of you watching my videos, but you have not subscribed or you're not subscribing. Please, it is not helping me. Please subscribe. It's very, very important. Okay, it's very, 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 very important. Okay, thank you much. Peace. Visca Barça. Visca Catalonia.